Today, I have another testimonial from a very happy intensivecare.hotline.com client. Let me read out the email from Clara. Hi, Patrik, and my name is Patrik Hutzel from intensivecare.hotline.com, and this is another quick tip for families in intensive care. So Clara writes, hi, Patrik. Firstly, I wanted to thank you for your help and support over what was the most trying and scariest time for my family while we sat beside our 80-year-old mum's bedside while she was in ICU for an extended period time of 69 days. We were approached on multiple occasions by teams of doctors in ICU alerting us to them holding out little hope for mum's recovery. Without your help and insights, I think we could have eventually been pushed into a different choice. Having someone with insider knowledge armed me with confidence, vocabulary, and knowledge of our rights in this most difficult and trying situation. We knew that we just had to give mum time, and she would show us which direction she wanted to go. Fast forward to the present, and my mum is now in her third week of rehabilitation at a different hospital and is going strong. She's eating diced food. The tracheostomy stoma has fully healed, i.e. this lady had a tracheostomy and was long-term ventilated initially, and there's not even a scar. She's feeding herself, attending to most of her own personal care, like feeding herself, brushing her teeth and hair, etc. The OT team has visited her home and are making arrangements for any adjustments to the family house ready for mum to return. The highlight of every day for me is going to the hospital after work to chat, share a meal, and have a laugh with my mum. Such a blessing which none of us can take for granted. So again, a very heartfelt thank you from myself and my family. Your service is literally a lifeline, which I would recommend to anyone going through having a loved one in ICU. I'm glad we didn't require a service for intensive care at home, but grateful that it was an option, and know that the ICU team, and I'm not going to mention the hospital here, are now very aware of your service, intensive care at home. So I wish you all the best for establishing this service in my hometown. Thank you, and kind regards from Clara. So thank you, Clara, for sharing all of this. And I, obviously remember very vividly working with you and your family when your mum was in ICU after a car accident with multiple fractures, ventilated, tracheostomy, and ICU was becoming very negative, saying she wouldn't survive, and was giving you and your family the doom and gloom. And like I always say, 70 to 90% of ICU patients survive. So the odds are in a patient's favor. So why would your mom not survive? And age doesn't really matter. So, with your positivity and also your ability to take guidance, which is also very important. Families in intensive care think they can do it all by themselves. They're often mistaken. So also give yourself a pat on the shoulder that you have taken guidance, and were able to be instructed. That is also very important as part of, having a family member in intensive care. Many families just give up. They don't know what to do. They know our website, but they just can't get their head around getting some help and sitting down and making the effort, and outcomes are often, they're not good if families don't get help. So kudos to you and your family for taking advice. So I have worked in critical care nursing for 25 years in 3 different countries, where I worked as a nurse manager for over 5 years in intensive care. And I've been consulting and advocating for families in intensive care since 2013 here at intensivecare.hotline.com. And I can very, very, very confidently say that we have saved many lives with our consulting and advocacy because of our insights, and you can verify that on our testimonial section at intensivecare.hotline.com, and you can verify it on our intensivecare.hotline.com podcast section, where we have done client interviews. And because our advice is absolutely life-changing, right? The biggest challenge for families in intensive care is simply that they don't know what they don't know. They don't know what to look for. They don't know what questions to ask. They don't know their rights, and they don't know how to manage doctors and nurses in intensive care. And that's why we help you to improve your life instantly, making sure you make informed decisions, have peace of mind, control, power, and influence, making sure your loved one gets best care and treatment always. And that's why you can join a growing number of members and clients that we have helped over the years, saving their loved ones' lives. And that's why I do one-on-one consulting and advocacy over the phone, Zoom, WhatsApp, whichever medium works best for you. And I talk to you and your families directly. I handhold you through this once-in-a-lifetime situation that you simply cannot afford to get wrong. And when I talk to families directly, I also talk to doctors and nurses directly asking all the questions that you haven't even considered asking but must be asked when you have a loved one critically ill in intensive care. I also represent you in family meetings with intensive care teams. We also do medical record reviews in real time so that you can get a second opinion in real time. We also do medical record reviews after intensive care. So if in case you have unanswered questions, if you need closure or if you are suspecting medical negligence. We also have a membership for families of critically ill patients in intensive care. And you can become a member if you go to intensivecarehotline.com, if you click on the membership link, or if you go to intensivecaresupport.org directly. In the membership, you have access to me and my team 24 hours a day in a membership area and via email, and we answer all questions intensive care related. In the membership, you also have exclusive access to 21 ebooks and 21 videos that I've personally written and recorded. And all of that will help you to improve your life instantly, make informed decisions, have peace of mind, control, power, and influence, making sure your loved one gets best care and treatment always. And all of that you get at intensivecarehotline.com. Call us on one of the numbers on the top of our website, or simply send us an email to support@intensivecarehotline.com with your questions. And if you like my videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel for regular updates for families in intensive care. Click the like button, click the notification bell, share the video with your friends and families, and comment below what you want to see next, what questions and insights you have from this video. I also do a weekly YouTube live where I answer your questions live on a show, and you will get notification from the YouTube live if you are a subscriber to my YouTube channel, or if you are a subscriber to my intensivecarehotline.com email newsletter at intensivecarehotline.com. Thank you so much for watching. This is Patrik Hutzel from intensivecarehotline.com, and I will talk to you in a few days. Take care for now.